So welcome to Escanaba, Michigan, Upper Michigan. Founded in 1863. And Escanaba is off of Lake Michigan, which you'll see here in a little bit. But right now this is Ludington Street, which is the main street here in Escanaba. And I thought I'd do a little bit of a walking tour and to kind of show you around what's going on here, some of these buildings. Really not much to it. You can see the age of them. Across the street. Now I just drove up from Marinette, which is about an hour. And I'm making my way to Marquette, but I thought I'd stop here and do a little bit of a tour of this fine town, which is very historical. And you can see just by the architecture of these buildings. The streets are very well marked. I'm parked up there on 12th Street, and you can see the structure of these buildings. It's called a Stone Cup Coffee House. It's very empty now, not a lot going on, but I'm not going to walk too far up, just kind of a little bit around here. This is the main area of the city, and make my way across the street. Dues. There's another good shot where I just came from. Get a view. Now, look at that. See that building right there, the red one, North Star. 1892. So a lot of these buildings have the dates on them, which I think is really neat. And to give you an idea how old this town is, just by the way it's set up. Make my way down 12th. There's a old abandoned church down this way, and I'll take a look at that. One thing, there's a lot of Catholic churches, but some of them are absolutely abandoned. I ran into one yesterday, so go down and check this one out. So this is St. Patrick's Church, which was built in 1905. I just talked to one of the neighbors, and it is a abandoned Catholic church, privately owned now. But maybe we can find the actual stone that has the date on it. But according to the neighbor, it is right next door. Very unique. You know, this is overgrown on the side. It's got that Romanesque kind of architecture about it. But very beautiful, I'd say that. At least it was back in the day. Another good look on the outside. Got some birds up there. And take a walk around the neighborhood. So kind of take a walk around 2nd Street. And you know, most of the homes here kind of matches up with the date of the church that I just went by that was abandoned. So I would say early 1900s on a lot of these homes, at least in this part of town. You can see another structure of these brick homes. Now we'll see what this right there, and then this church. And across the street you have a Victorian. You can see by the way it's designed. Now this one is definitely being used. Maybe there's a date on here. This one is a Lutheran church. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is Bethany Lutheran Church. Well, established 1879, but it was actually built here in 1912. So we got to cross the street. I'll get a better view of this from the outside. I just love old buildings. Look at this one. Get this. So you got a Catholic church, St. Patrick's, which was on 12th. No longer used. Then you have this Lutheran church here, built in 1912. So a difference of 7 years apart on these two churches. You got this Victorian right across the street, and then we come up to this old sandstone. Let's see what this thing is. Oh, this is City Hall. Well, it used to be City Hall, maybe back in the day. Old City Hall. I'd actually have to look it up on Google. I'll do, oh, okay, 1902. Right up there. How about that? Come up here and take a look at these. You can kind of see the, obviously it's been refurbished, but this is what it's kind of neat, huh? Very nice. And oh, they actually have the sign here. And Firehouse. It's on the National Register. So that is really cool. But you can see the sandstone just by looking at the structure. And when I get to Marquette, I'll be seeing a lot of that when we go around there and look at some of those old buildings. This is kind of the back side of it. I mean, obviously a lot of it's been, you know, being in the it's been refurbished on the inside, but on the outside you can definitely tell. They got some cameras up there. But interesting. So back to Ludington Street, heading toward old churches. It looks like they tore something down here. Either that or it burned down. Not sure what. Looks like they had a fire or something. Not sure. So I just passed 10th Street. Got that old wagon right there. Coming across a, seems to be an old theater. I wonder if it's still being used. Date on it. Let's see. Maybe if I look on the outside, it does. Doesn't look like it. So this is this actually looks like an old theater right here called the Delph. Yeah. And this fella right here is going to let me in and show me the actual original stained glass windows. Oh, I appreciate ceiling. Oh, excellent.
Historic building in Escanaba.
Historic building here in Escanaba. This is the actual ticket booth where you came in and bought your ticket, and then you came in.
And then the advertisements would be right here for your movies and stuff like that. I can go in behind there, and that opens up, so I can open it up and change it.
Oh, great! We got
a old style record player here, and then behind that we got some cool bottles.
And he is a sous chef.
Sous chef. I'm like the second in command of the kitchen.
Oh, great! And right now,
pizzas, cheesesteak sandwiches, We've got dessert pizzas.
Oh, excellent,
Indian
yeah.
tacos, fry bread, all
Great.
sorts of good stuff.
And you were nice.
907 Ludington.
I really appreciate you letting me in to see this.
No problem. We do,
historic.
we do shows here sometimes.
Yep.
We'll put on the projector and we'll do dinner and a movie here.
Oh, great, great.
Super cool.
So this is some of the original architecture here of this building, which is roughly around
1914.
1914.
They got
And this is the
beautiful crown molding over there.
original stained glass window, which is right up here. How about that? That is really neat. And then he's going to show me some of the original molding.
Yes, gorgeous stuff.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. This is that. They don't make stuff like this anymore. This
no.
This would be all like hand carved and stuff back then.
Look at that. See, that is really something. That is all
Just beautiful.
hand carved.
They didn't put the bar in. The bar isn't original. The bar was put in.
This was actually an old theater, right?
Yep, it was a theater.
Movie theater?
I believe movie theater. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is incredible. See this right here?
Yeah, not much has been changed over the years. It was a theater, and then it was a nightclub for a long time.
Yeah.
And now the owner rents us the back there. We just started our restaurant. We opened on April 19th.
Excellent, excellent.
And, we were just down at the park yesterday for the fireworks, doing all those steak sandwiches and pizzas everyone was eating.
Oh, great,
We
great.
do parties here. Not like events. We do events where we have live music that'll play up here.
Yep.
And, sometimes they do.
Show me. That was actually it went from a theater to a club to a kind of a restaurant, what he has there now. I kind of let him put that in there. And there's another church. Let's see which one that is. And then looks like another theater, probably around the same time frame, I imagine. This is going to be the third church that I've hit today, besides that old movie theater. With the fellow was really nice to let me go in there and see that. And let's go see. This looks like a Presbyterian church. And most of the time they have the dates on the side, but just by walking around this neighborhood, it gives you an idea of the age of what's here, and it's all within the same time frame. Let's see what this one, obviously it's still being used. You can almost see all three of them. Okay, whoa, 1899. But you know, within a few years of each other. I'm glad they kept the date in there. There's another one actually down there I should check out and see what that is. So 1899 on this first Presbyterian church. And I'll go down and see that one next. Now how about that? This is number 3. I run into an abandoned Catholic church, a Lutheran church, and now a Presbyterian church, and 2 of them are being used. One is no longer, which is St. Patrick's. But we'll go down and see this next one. So this is St. Joseph's Parish, 1938. There's the headstone. And I will check that thing across the street. Not sure what that is, but it looks old, obviously. And there is the date. So, you know, the time frames vary from almost 30 years compared to that the Presbyterian church, which is right down the street, down that way. You get a good view of this from the other side. Nothing like exploring old Escanaba. Look at that church bell on the top. And this one is being used. So this is 7th Street, and we're just going to go see what this one's all about. Looks like they even have a stone for it. Whatever it is, I know it's on the National Register. The first public schoolhouse erected in 1867. Okay, so that is an old schoolhouse. Wow. Imagine that. You just don't see that. Oh, that's actually a library now. It used to be. But maybe the schoolhouse was here before the library went up. Okay, so that's how it works. Carnegie Library. But you never know, it could have been a schoolhouse prior to that. I'd have to look it up. Now, I wouldn't really call it abandoned. It's just not being used. It looks more like storage, probably owned by the city. Because I see stuff inside. And it probably is a landmark register, so they don't tear it down, which is good. But maybe that is the original what I saw there from the beginning, 1867, which it probably is. Okay, we'll head up this way, and you can see the backside of that old building. See, making my way back to Ludington. Kind of give you an idea what the streets looks like. A lot of open land. Now what I did is I go across the street, and then this really gives you an overview of this old building, which I bet if I went in the front, it will have the date, and it may concur with this building, which is on this side. So, very interesting. See all the windows? You don't see homes, buildings with windows like that much anymore. And here is the front, which looks like it's not really being used. It used to be an old bank, I guess, First National Bank, but obviously not anymore. And it looks like it's totally abandoned on the inside. Making my way back up Ludington. Look from the other side. Escanaba National Bank. So there is the Delph once again, which was 1914. The one the fellow let me go in there and check out. I thought that was really neat for him to let me do. 41 heading into Marquette, and you can see the landscape, which is very beautiful. Coming from Escanaba, where I just left, it was very nice there. Saw some very old churches, saw an old theater. Now making my way into Marquette. But look at this landscape. Very remote. So what I thought I'd do is close out today's video. I've actually arrived here in Marquette, Michigan, and this is the old Lower Harbor ore dock, which was constructed in 1931 and closed in 1971. And it's now a iconic structure here in Marquette. And this is the Lower Harbor area. You can see the break wall in the distance. Hope to see you in my next video. So see ya from Marquette, Michigan.